Hello everyone, welcome back to All Financial Discussion channel. This video in fact is not a financial discussion. In fact, this video is how to motivate yourself to open a CDP account. Okay, so basically this CDP account allow you to trade in Singapore exchange. So this video, I'm going to psycho you or I'm going to motivate you to open a CDP account so that you can start earning high dividend yield in Singapore. So basically, this will be the objective of this video. Guys, if you're keen to know more about financial discussion, please see the playlist under the description. Over there, you will be able to find a series of discussion on financial discussion. Before I continue, guys, I'd like to urge you guys to help me by like this video. Guys, just give me a few seconds. Press the like button now. For those who are new to this channel, please consider to subscribe to this channel and turn on your notification bell. Once again, thank you so much for strong support. A quick disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor. The content in this video is for entertainment and education purpose only and should not be considered financial advice. In this video, I'm simply showing you what I may be doing. Please conduct your own independent research and consult a professional if needed before you commit to an investment. Never invest more than you are willing to lose, and always be sure to read the fine print and the terms and conditions before you commit to an investment. Okay, so with this, we are ready to kickstart today's discussion. Motivate you to open a CDP account. Okay, so everyone have a big dream. Okay, for example, you have a big dream, but you realize that you are actually very dismotivated towards your dream. Okay, so this is everybody issue. You always find excuse. For example, you will mention that I will do this tomorrow. However, there is a saying, never wait for tomorrow. What if tomorrow never come? Okay, so basically this is a saying. So you want to do great things. However, it is always very hard to start from the bottom. Maybe you want to learn something new. Maybe you want to write a book. Maybe you want to keep fit. But you realize that most of the time, you probably sit in front of the TV, or maybe you actually stroll your mobile phone, or maybe you fell asleep onto the sofa. So in short, basically, you just sit somewhere and without doing anything. So basically, this is the issue. Why? Okay, so this is because the task may be too big for you to do. So basically, in short, you need to break the task into smaller bit so that you can do something easier now. So there are actually 3 steps. So I actually break them into 3 steps so that you can follow me before you actually start your account. Okay, so this is very important. Okay, so without actually starting your account, your money inside your bank, okay, for example, use saving or even fixed D, because of inflation, okay, the money will become smaller and smaller every day. So therefore, you definitely need to learn how to do some form of investment. Okay, so I'm not earning anything by urging you to do investment. So therefore, my sincere urge, okay, do something today. Let's start to do something today. So therefore, you can see that I actually have 3 steps to motivate you to start any form of investment today. First step, start small. Okay, but the key thing is you must actually start. Okay, so anything you can actually start small, but you must really start to do something. Okay, so this video, like I mentioned earlier on, I'm going to show you how to open a CDP account. Okay, so basically once you open this account, you are ready to start your investment. I know a lot of you guys actually hesitate to open this CDP account. Many years ago, I have also similar issue. Okay, I'm quite reluctant to so-called open this CDP account until, okay, I need to force myself and motivate myself. So therefore, this video, I hope to motivate you, okay, to open a CDP account. So this is the step number one. Start small, but start. Step number two, okay, so this may sound a little bit complicated, but what I want to do is basically urge you to create a very easy routine. Okay, so don't complicate the thing on investment. For example, okay, you can do this dollar cost averaging on STI ETF. Okay, so basically you can just invest $100 every month. Okay, so when you actually DCA, which means that every time when you actually receive your paycheck, you just put $100 aside to buy STI ETF. That's all. So basically, this is a very simple, easy routine, okay, that actually motivate you to start investment. Steps number three, okay, so it's actually a 2 minutes rule. So you realize that all this you can actually do within 2 minutes. Only the so-called when you actually start to so-called to start the account, okay, then probably that will take more than 2 minutes. After that, basically all the task is actually less than 2 minutes. So basically, this is how you can actually motivate yourself to start investing. So basically, what happened here is you realize that you are actually pushing a ball. Okay, so initially when you actually up in the hill, when you actually push the ball, it is actually very difficult. But you realize that the moment that you actually success, the ball actually will roll down by itself. So this is the same as investment. Once you force yourself to start, okay, so the ball or maybe the investment will so-called follow it by itself. You don't actually need to do much on the so-called on the steps to do investment. So another good thing that you actually can do is you actually need to reward yourself. So today, let's say you start your investment, so you need to reward yourself. Why? When you actually reward yourself, you actually motivate yourself. So if you don't have any form of reward, then you won't find any motivation to do anything. So therefore, if today you have successfully start this CDP account, so you can reward yourself by maybe treat yourself a good meal, okay, or maybe you can spend some quality time watching TV, etc. So this is how you actually motivate yourself. Imagine this. This is like a fire. Okay, so when you actually do DCA $100, okay, on this so-called ETF, okay, it's just like every month you are adding the fuel to the fire. And after that, you realize that the fire is actually getting bigger and bigger. Okay, so basically, this is why I urge you to start investing. I know, okay, it's very so-called very difficult, maybe a lot of resistance. Okay, but once you start, okay, and every month you just do a DCA, in fact, you are just adding fuel to the fire. And after some time, let's say about a year, you realize that the fire is actually getting stronger and stronger. So this is my personal so-called personal please ask you to start to do investment. If not, the inflation will actually eat up your money. So now, okay, don't wait for the perfect moment. Take the moment and make it perfect. Are you ready to start your CDP account? Okay, so this is how you can actually start your CDP account. Okay, so you can open a CDB account online, okay, through the Singapore Exchange. Okay, so nowadays there's a lot of scam, so therefore you need to ensure that you are actually in the Singapore Exchange SGX website. Okay, by using so there are actually two methods. One is to sign up using the Myinfo option. Okay, so basically this is mainly for Singapore citizens and PR. Okay, so if you are foreigner, then you probably need to fill up the online form. Okay, so basically this is how you can open your CDP account. So go to Singapore Exchange website. So basically there are two options. Okay, you can choose this My Info. Okay, so if you are a Singapore citizen or PR, okay, so if you are foreigner, then you probably need to fill up the online info. Okay, so this My Info method is actually faster. Okay, and it require less document. Okay, while the online form method actually require upload of supporting document. For example, your NRIC or passport and a copy of your signature. Okay, so basically, if you do a Singpass, okay, almost everything like automatic. Okay, but both the method actually require you to be at least 18 years old and will require you to link your CTP account to a trading account with a brokerage firm to start trading. Okay, so I come to this later on. So this is how you can actually so-called apply for your CTP account. Next, there are 5 steps here. So the step number 1, okay, so basically this is what I mentioned earlier on. Choose your application method. So there are actually 2 methods. One is to use this Myinfo. Another method is to sign up using this online form. Okay, so this is mainly for Singaporean or PR. Okay, so this is for foreigner. So after that, you need to gather whatever necessary document and information. Okay, so if you use this Myinfo account, okay, so basically all this will be actually preview. Okay, for example, your name, your NRIC, your address, and your contact detail. Okay, you just need to scan your Singpass. Everything will be automatic. So what you need to do is basically you need to have a scanned copy of your signature, okay, and your Singapore bank account detail. So if you have a tax resident outside Singapore, you may need to provide your tax residence information and TIN. Okay, so as for online form user, what you need to do is you need to upload document. Okay, so basically, for example, your NRIC, your passport, a supporting document that show your resident address, like maybe, for example, the bank statement show that where you actually stay, and a scanned copy of your signature. Okay, so you will also need to provide your tax identity number here, if applicable. Okay, so this is mainly for foreigner. Come to step number 3. So you need to complete the application online. Okay, so basically you just go to the SGX website and basically you select an option. Okay, and then you let's say you apply for an individual CDP account. So what you need to do, you just follow the on-screen instruction, okay, by either sign in, okay, with the Myinfo or view the online form, and then you just provide all the required details and document. Okay, so the step number 4 is to link to a brokerage account. Okay, so later I'll show you all the possible brokerage account. Okay, so basically after you have opened your CDP account, so what you need to do is you need to link it to a trading account with a local brokerage firm to begin buying or selling securities. Okay, so you need to fill out your account linkage, okay, form provided by your chosen brokerage, and they will handle the submission to CDP for you. Last but not least, okay, you will actually receive your confirmation. So after you submit your application, okay, so technically you should be able to receive a notification by post, okay, confirm the activation of your CDP account. And then last but not least, these are the list of brokerage firm. Okay, so I don't think I want to read them one by one. Okay, so basically you can choose any one. Okay, so maybe on my next few video I will discuss about their charge. But over here, you just select one of the brokerage firm, okay, to help you to open your CDP account. So with this, okay, I hope I have motivated you to sign up a CDP account so that you can start trading in the SGX. So this is very important, guys. Okay, so because of inflation, and recently the inflation is so scary. So if you decide to put your money into bank, into fixed D, your money actually will be depreciate with time. So therefore, in order to protect your money, you definitely need to do some form of investment. So this is my suggestion. Okay, you may not do this STI ETF. Okay, so but I strongly urge you for somebody that is new, okay, start with ETF. Don't buy complicated so-called individual share. Okay, so after that, maybe if you are seasoned, then you can consider to buy so-called individual share. But for now, I strongly urge you to buy ETF for now. Okay, so like I mentioned earlier on, I'm not so-called suggesting to invest onto STI index. But okay, I urge you, okay, to do some form of investment. Okay, so if not, the money that you're actually holding in your banks through either saving or fixed D, they will definitely depreciate with time. With this, okay, I hope you can help me by like this video and subscribe to this channel. And if you really open your account, I hope you can give me the endorsement. Give me the comment that you have opened the account because of this video. Once again, thank you so much for strong support. I hope to see you guys soon. Bye for now. Thank you so much.